I'm going to be talking about a few things that I've learnt during my time as a freelancer over the years and how I actually got here. It's going to be very quick, but these are some things that I've definitely feel like most people should know. So if you have any comments around what I am talking about, then make sure you drop them in the comments below. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Phoebe, and on this channel we talk all things personal growth and freelancing. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stick around, you subscribe, and you like this video. It is currently during the day where I should be working, but I felt like I wanted to do this video. And really, it's a quick story time of how I started in freelancing and why, really. So most of you guys know that I am a mum, and mum life is busy, and I wanted something that I didn't have to force myself to go into, and that also gave me the flexibility to kind of work when I wanted to and also look after my family. I decided to hop into business. Now, I tried a few businesses before this, so I've tried what do they call it, pyramid marketing and all of that sort of stuff. I then went into coaching, and that's kind of where I found this space of sort of like freelancing. Started off as just doing events, mainly mum events, but the thing is that was more of a passionate sort of thing, and I was doing quite a few mum events. I even won an award for that platform that I was doing. After a while, I decided that, you know what, this is not something that I wanted to do anymore. So I then said, what is it that I do well, and I've, done it in the past. So that's when I chose to implement systems. Now, this is the time before, everybody wanted to work from home and all of that sort of stuff. I feel like I'm telling my age, but this was the time before, the whole work from home thing was a thing. I was already doing it. So I decided that I wanted to go into freelancing, helping people to implement systems into their business, which is where I went to first learn my first system, which was a client management system. Now, I practiced that client management system like the back of my hand, but before then I already knew how to do a few things. So things like setting up landing pages, email marketing, setting up the automations for that. So I was doing that kind of stuff when I first started for my client, and I was posting on social media quite often. And did I get a coach? I can't remember getting a freelance coach at that time, and the reason is because I already had a coach in the past, and I kind of already knew some strategies. Now, that coach was for a different business. However, I used the strategies from that business into this business to start getting my first clients. And that was mainly posting on social media and connecting with people. It's one of the easiest strategies. And I wish when I first started, people just tell you how simple it is, like the simplicity of it. I think right now people make things so complicated. And back then, I remember, I guess maybe because it wasn't as popular back then, but I remember, being able to speak to people very easily and get on a sales call with them for another business. However, I used that into this business, and what I did was mainly I wasn't really connecting, but I was posting consistently online, and that's how my first client came. And when my first client came, I got super excited and I stuck with it. Now, I haven't always been consistent when it came to freelancing. Reason being is because a lot of the times you feel deflated, and I think this is where a coach definitely will help, or even a mentor will help, or even having a community of people who are doing what you do will help. Because there were a lot of times where I had periods where I had lots of clients and then there was no clients, or there was very minimal clients and then I had lots of clients again. So those times where the in-between times, I'd like to say, where I didn't have many clients at that time was very deflating. So it made me really inconsistent with, using the strategies that I had learnt. And it's taken me, I think, a lot longer than if I were to have a coach or have a steady community of people who was doing the same thing with me. So that's essentially how I got into, I guess, the freelance space, and I've been in it ever since then. But I think for the past year or so, past 2 years, I've actually taken this on a little bit more seriously. I've been able to get more clients consistently. There have been more quieter periods, and the quieter periods, I would say, used to be Christmas period. However, last Christmas was quite busy, and it depends on the clients that you have. So right now I do have virtual assistant clients. So when I first started out, I was just solely doing systems, so building out the systems. Then a lot of my clients wanted me to stick around. I added on virtual assistant services onto my business, and obviously marketing virtual assistant business, I then started getting virtual assistant clients. So I have got virtual assistant clients at the moment. However, it's a service that I am no longer offering. I want to keep and stick to my system strategy. The reason being is because that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing projects, and one of the things that I also am focusing on right now is focusing on one specific kind of service. Yeah, it's been a journey. So here are 3 things that I have learnt since starting my freelancing business: is to remain consistent even when you don't feel like it. Number 2 is to have a strategy. You have to have a strategy. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know your steps. If you don't have a strategy, then it's likely that you are just doing things off on the fly, and it probably isn't going to work. Also have someone there to support you, and when I mean support, I mean having a coach, a mentor, or even the minimum must be a community of people who are doing exactly what you are doing. And this is not paid, for that community. These are people who are doing what you're doing, and you can bounce ideas off them as well. You also want to build social skills. I used to call myself an introvert. Now I do not claim that name anymore. And the reason being is because when you call yourself an introvert, introverts don't generally network with people. And if you are in business, you have to be networking, you have to connect with people, you have to be talking. So I do not want to claim introvert anymore. I'm not claiming myself as an introvert. I am more of a sociable person. Yes, I do like my space. I do like to, have my quiet times and regain my energy. I need to make sure that I am networking as well. And also you want to make sure that you are increasing your knowledge all the time. You have to be careful with this one as well when it comes to increasing your knowledge, because a lot of the times people would they see shiny objects. And when I say object syndrome, it means that maybe they've found a new strategy or they found something that is trending and they go and copy that. You want to stick with what it is you do and stop following trends as well. So shiny object syndrome and trends go hand in hand. You want to stop following that. However, you do want to make sure that you're learning something new every single day. Not every single day, but at least doing some reading. Now, I've joined a book club. I've been in this book club for about 2 years. Some of you guys know because I have done some challenges in regards to some of the books that we have been reading. And I think that's been really, really helpful, because then it kind of opens your mind. You're not on Netflix all the time. And yeah, I think having a book club again helps you to be part of a community, which is super important. Like I've said, being a part of a community is very, very important. Here is a recap of the things that I have learned during my time as a freelancer. So 1, you need consistency and discipline. Number 2, you need a strategy. Number 3, you need to be social or be able to network with people. And also number 4 is you want to stay away from shiny object syndrome and trends as well. And then number 5 is you want to make sure that you are learning something new all the time. Let me know which one you found very useful or very helpful. Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, if you like this setup, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions and what you'd like to see from me next. And I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.